let's do this. If we get these all correct, we'll take a break, okay? Remember the story? The story we read yesterday? Ram worked for Malima for 4? Everybody agree? 4? Okay. Nalima had not acted in a movie since. I was on the airplane from Bangkok to Hong Kong. I had not flown on an airplane. We have not had anything to eat since yesterday. We have been studying English. Oh. See, I was making this up late last night, so okay, we got them all right. Got them all right. So you're batting 1,000 today. Okay, good. Well, we'll take a short break. We'll come back, and then I'm going to introduce you to something that's a little more difficult, since you did so well with the easy stuff. Okay. All right.
Teacher. I have a grain of salt about my understanding.
Yeah, that's okay. What?
My understanding about the particular time, but the particular time about flow and sin.
Okay.
Is it easy to answer because I can observe?
It's what?
No, we are this exercise is easy to answer because we have a notice about the tense. For example, 3 years and when I don't want to use for I observe the 3 years.
Yeah. Well, let me explain. We put 4 here because we're talking about a specific period of time. A specific period of time. And here, we're saying that
since because we have begin.
Yeah. This tells you when she stopped acting. Okay. If we said, see, 1985, that would be 15 plus 19. That would be 34 years between 1985 and today, right? So if we could say Nalima had not acted in a movie for 34 years, because we're talking about a specific period of time. But here we're talking about this is when the action began or the action stopped. So we would say since here.
But the action is finished already, and the action is continue until right now.
That's correct. Yeah.
Finished 2 years ago, maybe, and since.
That's one way. That's one way of thinking about it. Yes, that's one. Is that she had not acted in a movie since 1985, and what that tells us is that she has not acted in a movie since then, and she still is not acting in a movie.
Maybe still or not. I don't know. Maybe still or not. When we use still, maybe.
Yeah, well, when I read this sentence, what that tells me is that she had not acted since 1985, nor is she acting now.
Oh, acting right
Yeah, yeah. She still is not acting. I have not had anything to eat since supper yesterday. Okay, what that says is that I still haven't had anything to eat. Yeah, which is not true. I did have breakfast, but specific period of time. We are talking about a definite length of time.
A period of time.
A length of time.
A length of time. And yesterday I have had to eat.
Since yesterday.
Since yesterday until right now I have not anything.
We have not had anything to eat since yesterday. In other words, sometime yesterday we stopped eating. And we use since because since says that's when the action began or stopped.
I'm finished.
It's finished. Yeah. Okay.
ชีตลอดเลยปรับปึ้มแต่เขาอะไรหายไปอย่างรู้สึกมากไปเที่ยวไหมเดี๋ยวอุ้มไปเลยนะแม่เขาอ่ะเจ้าของเขาไม่รอแล้วเนี่ยมันรู้เรื่องไงรู้เรื่องมันคือสารติดหลอกไอ้คุณจะอะไรมาชีฟังไม่ออกgood girlยังไม่พอแต่ละ
มาแอนสับสนรู้อะไรมาดูอีกทีว่าสะกดยังไงมันลืมมาหมดแล้วของใหม่ไม่เข้าของเราออก
Coconut cake.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
ใช่ลงแล้วเมื่อวานเขาจะถ่ายเช้าเลยเขาไม่ยอมถูกเขาบอกว่าแต่การ5 บาทเดี๋ยวรอซื้อด้วยกันเดี๋ยวรอ
ยังไม่ขาย
5 บาทแฟนไปขายทุกวันก็เต็มมีก้อน5 บาท
She speak English.
Yeah, she is the only dog in Bangkok that can understand English. There is a story that I thought is a very nice story. The name of the story is A Water for Elephants, and it was a story about a circus trainer, and he thought the elephant that he had in his circus was very dumb, very stupid, couldn't learn any tricks, and he would beat on the elephant and treated it very, very cruelly because he thought the elephant was so dumb. But then another trainer discovered that the elephant had actually been trained previously by someone who was Polish. And so the elephant learned the tricks with Polish commands. So the one trainer was trying to speak to the elephant in English, but the elephant actually understood Polish. So when the guy started speaking to the elephant in Polish, the elephant turned out to be very, very intelligent. And the moral of the story is that we have to communicate with people on their own terms, in ways that they understand. This dog will understand English. Yeah. While we wait on a couple of our other classmates to come back, do you know if you are being formally introduced to someone in Australia or North America, Canada, America, England, anywhere like that, do you know the proper response? For example, if you're being introduced, you're at a social function, and someone wants to introduce you. I want to introduce you to Pew. And I would say, Pew, this is Chop. The polite thing to do, the polite thing to say would be, hello, pleased to meet you. You know that phrase? Pleased to meet you? Or another, just as polite way of saying it would be, it is a pleasure to meet you. It is my pleasure to meet you. Or you could say, and it would be just as polite to just say, my pleasure. You know, so if you introduced yourself to me, you'd say, hello, my name is Mr. Pugh. I would say, my pleasure. Or pleasure to meet you, or I am pleased to meet you. That would be formal, and it would be considered polite. Informal would be, hi, how you doing? Something like that. How you doing? But so if I'm being introduced to someone who is of importance, or someone I wanted to show respect for, I would say, it is a pleasure to meet you, or it is my pleasure to meet you, or I am pleased to meet you. That would be the polite thing, polite way to do it. But if I'm just on the street, you know, and we're just kind of relaxing with people, and someone said, hey, you know, my name is Pip, say, well, hey, how you doing? You know, that's informal. It's not rude, it's just formal, informal. Okay, here's another real simple rule. We'll learn this real quickly. This will not take any time at all, and you'll get them all correct the way you usually do. The difference between yet and already. Again, it's one of these words that we